Get ready for the biggest football news breaking right now. Eric Cantona has spoken out, declaring his admiration for Luis Enrique, and we dive deep into what this means for Manchester United's future. Cantona has openly admitted his love for the style of play associated with PSG and the philosophy built by Johan Cruyff's spiritual sons, Guardiola and Enrique. We explore exactly why this managerial admiration is shaking up the conversation at Old Trafford and what it could signal for the club's direction this summer. Next up, the massive transfer chatter, and he suggests this reflects a deeper mental issue within the squad. And finally, we track the shifting loyalties for Marcus Rashford as he becomes closer to Real Madrid than ever before. Reports suggest that due to his relationship with Jose Mourinho, the English international is now exploring options beyond Barcelona, with Real Madrid emerging as a serious contender. Don't miss out on this explosive football analysis. Stay with us for more breaking news. Manchester United's managerial future remains a topic of intense speculation, with Michael Carrick widely expected to take the helm next season. However, star player Eric Cantona has recently revealed a preference for an alternative manager who was considered for the role: Luis Enrique. Carrick is currently seen as the unanimous choice at Old Trafford, praised for his performances since January and securing a third-place finish in the Premier League. While Carrick has hinted at future possibilities after the season's final match, Cantona has shifted focus to Enrique. Speaking on the Brute YouTube channel, Cantona expressed admiration for Enrique's style of play, drawing comparisons to teams like Barcelona. He stated, "I really like Luis Enrique and also Guardiola, the two spiritual sons of Johan Cruyff, who built everything at Barcelona. And since then, they've been building on that philosophy." Enrique's pedigree is undeniable. Reports indicate that Manchester United did explore bringing him back in January, though it proved unfeasible. Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Enrique was the secret dream of some important people at Manchester United, noting that attempts to secure him before the summer were unsuccessful. While Cantona's comments highlight Enrique's undeniable footballing stature, it is important to note that Carrick remains the favored candidate. The consideration of Enrique does not diminish Carrick's standing, as the Spaniard represents a level of world-class football that Carrick himself is reportedly aspiring to achieve. The possibility of Enrique joining United in the future remains open, though hopes are high that the club will not need to contemplate a managerial change for the immediate future. Former Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho is poised for a return to Real Madrid, a move that could reignite transfer speculation surrounding Manchester United and Marcus Rashford. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has confirmed the move, signaling Mourinho's return to the top level of European management after an unbeaten season with Benfica in Portugal. 8 years have passed since Mourinho's departure from United, and with Real Madrid going trophyless in the 2025-26 season, a major squad overhaul is anticipated. Mourinho is seen as a key figure to refresh the team. Reports indicate that Marcus Rashford could be of interest to the former manager at Madrid, given their past association at Old Trafford. Rashford has recently performed well at Barcelona, including scoring against Madrid to secure the La Liga title. With his loan deal at Camp Nou expiring this summer and Barcelona unwilling to pay a £26 million fee, a reunion with Mourinho at the Bernabeu presents a potential pathway for the English forward. This potential return also brings renewed focus to other transfer rumors. Previously, Real Madrid was reportedly considering a £50 million bid for Diogo Dalot as a right-back option, though they ultimately signed Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mourinho has previously expressed admiration for Dalot, once suggesting he could emulate Gary Neville as United's right-back. Mourinho's presence at Madrid could further ignite discussions around the Portuguese star, Diogo Dalot, and his potential role in the squad. Former Manchester United captain Roy Keane has unleashed a scathing critique of Bruno Fernandes and other Manchester United teammates following a recent match against Nottingham Forest, labeling the focus on Fernandes' individual statistics as a circus act. Keane expressed intense frustration over the squad's excessive attention on Fernandes' 20th assist of the 2025-26 Premier League season, which matched the single-season record held by Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne. Speaking on the overlap, Keane voiced his anger, highlighting the pervasive conversation surrounding Fernandes' assist tally, even after the match. He was particularly incensed by the reaction following Bryan Mbeumo's goal and comments from fellow pundit Gary Neville, who lauded the achievement as massive. Keane suggested that the obsession with the individual record exposed a deeper mental flaw within the squad. He argued that the focus should have been on the goalscorer rather than the assist provider. "What I heard at United the weekend, honestly, I was raging with it," Keane stated. He questioned the mindset of the players, asking how a player could focus on an individual record instead of the team's performance, especially when the team was conceding goals. "It's mind-boggling. It's a circus act," Keane remarked, criticizing the collective excitement centered on the assist rather than the overall team effort. He pointed out that the goal scorer would not be winning trophies with such a mentality. Despite the heated exchange, Bruno Fernandes is expected to remain focused on his responsibilities. Manchester United has one Premier League match left, traveling to Brighton on May 24, before Fernandes is set to shift his attention to the World Cup in North America, following his inclusion in Roberto Martinez's squad. Manchester United loanee Marcus Rashford is reportedly closer to a permanent transfer to Real Madrid than returning to Barcelona next season. The English international has impressed during his season-long loan spell with the Catalan Giants, registering 14 goals and 10 assists in 48 appearances across all competitions. While a €30 million buyout clause was agreed upon between the clubs, there are lingering doubts about Barcelona's intention to trigger it, with reports suggesting the La Liga side is seeking to reduce costs or negotiate a new loan arrangement. Speculation has intensified regarding a potential move to Real Madrid, fueled by Marcus Rashford's relationship with incoming manager Jose Mourinho. According to reports, Mourinho has reportedly requested Rashford's signing during initial discussions about future sporting plans, believing the forward's style would align perfectly with his own. This interest is compounded by Rashford's desire to move on from Manchester United, as he has found an environment at Barcelona that appeals to him, but he is not keen on returning to Old Trafford. Sources indicate that Mourinho sees Rashford as a player who could cause disruption at Barcelona. Furthermore, reports suggest Rashford is actively exploring other options, with Real Madrid emerging as a strong possibility. At present, there are no formal negotiations underway, and Barcelona has not entirely ruled out his staying. However, Real Madrid is reportedly keeping a close watch, ready to act if the right opportunity arises. In related news, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Jose Mourinho will become the new Real Madrid head coach after all agreements have been reached, citing a verbal agreement and a handshake with Florentino Perez. Romano also provided updates on Real Madrid's defensive changes for the summer transfer window, noting that Dani Carvajal is expected to leave, while Antonio Rudiger has a strong chance of renewing his contract. Other expected departures include Dani Ceballos and David Alaba, signaling significant changes are anticipated within the Madrid squad.